So welcome back to another video from Grounded, home of mindfulness, meditation, self-exploration. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of knowledge, of your own knowledge, of what connection to source is, give you a little bit of an example, a little bit of a demonstration, your own experience of what that connection is to source, and how it is in true essence nothing, but yet vastly deeply intelligent. So let me give you a little experience of this in your own reality, in a demonstration to you now. Within each of us is this divine connection, and this divine connection is always communicating with you if you can develop the capacity to realize it. But I will demonstrate right now that communication. Now within you is a silent speaker, information that is spoken to you in silence, in nothingness. This, what I'm speaking about, is your right and wrong indicator. So you notice that you know what's right and wrong in every situation in your life. Every situation, on a knowing level, you know what is right and wrong. And that is not communicated through thoughts. It's not communicated through emotions. It is a nothing, a communication of nothing, a communication void of words, void of thought, void of emotion. It is just a communication of right and wrong. And right now you can touch upon that communication just by acknowledging that what I've just said to you in this video triggers that awareness of that right and wrong within you. Because as you're watching this video, I guarantee you're having that's right, but you don't know. It wasn't a thought, it wasn't an emotion, it just comes from the depths of nothing, but you know that's right. You know what I'm saying to you is right. That communication of right and wrong is always within you, always operating, and that is the much greater intelligence within you. That is that connection to the source of it all. But why do we not listen to this? Why do we not listen to this internal knowledge of what is right and wrong in your life? Why do we override it, overlook it, block it out? And that's because this internal yes and no, this internal communication, every time leads you into your own healing. And it's our own healing that we refuse to move into. And instead of moving into it, we constantly try to manipulate our reality, hoping for a better outcome so as not to have to move into that. Now, let me give you another demonstration. Say for instance, we're talking about a relationship. How many people out there are in relationships that don't serve them, that make them unhappy? But what do we do? And I've been there, I've been through this, and I understand it because I have the knowledge of it. What do we do when we're in a relationship that we know makes us unhappy, but yet we stay in it? Because deep down in that unhappiness is the knowledge, is the communication. This is wrong, but yet we stay. But why? Because leaving means being in that emotion. And in fact, it's that emotion, that unhappy emotion, that drew in that person to show you that unhappy emotion. But where human beings refuse to go into their own pain, we hold on to the relationship. Even though deep down that communication is always there, this is wrong. this is wrong. But we stay and we hold on. And we hope that the relationship or the other person's going to change. And as we hold on to that, more unhappiness. And it's that unhappiness, that unhealed aspect that drew that person in to show you this aspect, to show you this unhappiness, this holding on. But through our refusal, we stay. We try to manipulate the person. We try to manipulate the situation in the hope that that person is going to heal that part of us, that unhealed part of us that brought that person to us. Blindsided. Human nature to be completely blindsided. So we hold on to the messenger because that person is the messenger for the unhealed aspect. But we hold on to the messenger. And we lose all our personal power because all of our energy goes on to holding on to the messenger. And I guarantee that the majority of people that watch this video will resonate with this. So we go against our own intuition. We go against our own communication. But if you realise that this is an unconscious aspect of you at work, and you can see the messenger for the message that this bringing up this trauma in me, then you have to walk into the internal knowledge of your own truth. You have to know that when I let this person go, I'm going to have to face this part of me that I haven't dealt with. And that is what your consciousness is always trying to direct and move you to. That is what that inner knowledge is always trying to move you to. Always relaying information. Always relaying what's right and wrong. But you have to realise this. Realise that this is a lesson to be learned. And so, when you realise this, then you realise that holding on to the messenger is to carry on the cycle, is to carry on being unhappy. And that's madness. And for the people that watch my content, it's the madness that needs to stop. So we let go of the messenger in the awareness that what I'm left with when I let go is the pain and discomfort. And then as that arises, that pain and discomfort, we be with it. And we move into healing that aspect, no longer trying to hold on to reality. You make the unconscious conscious, and by making it conscious, you can begin the healing process of that part. And that's painful. And that's traumatic. But you have to go with that internal guidance. Because it's always moving you into more wholeness, into more completeness. Always. But yet, never forcing you, never overpowering you. It's just there, silent, nothing communication. And the only way I can describe that is yes and no in every situation. You already know within you what is right and what is wrong. So you must have the power and the knowledge that moving into right is always going to bring about more healing, more understanding, more connection. The question is, do you have the power and the strength for the love of yourself first to do that? Till next one, much love.